I grew up like a savage.
1 2 1 2. You now rocking with the No Vultures podcast. You got me, myself, Lord Rad, OG Clee in the halfway house. He halfway free. You know what I'm saying? Free OG Clee still because he only halfway free. Halfway house fucked up in Frisco too, man.
Oh shit.
That motherfucker fucked up.
There.
You been there?
I've been there.
Man, that motherfucker strict. This nigga
Been there.
DoorDash every day and shit. That shit expensive.
It got a little worse after the pandemic. It got a little worse.
Oh, okay. That motherfucker
Bad.
state
It wasn't
and
bad
regular.
when I was there. It wasn't
Today, we got very, very, very special guests. Now, these faces is familiar. You've been seeing these guys. They the ones in the city with all the motion. You know what I'm saying? They say they got all the motion. Nigga, it ain't no contest. Stop talking about it. Stop competing. They got all the motion, man. And you niggas got motion sickness.
We've been handing it out though.
Y'all been handing out motion?
Yeah.
Man, we got FOD in this motherfucker today.
Hey, what's happening?
Yeah, man.
What's going on, man?
Shit, chilling. Handing out some more motion.
Handing out some more motion. Yep. I feel a little bit of motion when I'm around y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I get a little more motion. See, niggas don't want to say if they get motion from other niggas
you
or
gotta,
get
you gotta
niggas
surround
from.
yourself around it too.
Man,
you ain't
sure.
gonna go nowhere if you're surrounded by niggas that stagnate.
I be motivated by niggas.
Come on, man. How you ain't motivated by niggas,
From
man?
everything.
For sure.
Phil, I gotta address the elephant in the room.
Uh-huh.
I gotta address the obvious. You took a guilty plea in your case, in your federal gun case. It made some headlines, made the news, and but the news was late.
Yeah, I took that in March sometime, months ago.
So how would your high profile? How was you able to? Or they was just late on they shit, or you just didn't say nothing, or what?
I never really said nothing about nothing.
Yeah.
But they was late on it. I mean, I guess I don't know who got it, when they got it, whatever the information. But they decided to put the shit out the day before 5/9 days. Like a nigga got arrested the day before, the day of, whatever.
Right.
Make some headlines. You feel me? You know.
Wait, you got
clickbait.
arrested the day before 5/9?
No, to make it seem like
Oh,
that. Like motherfucker was saying,
yeah.
motherfucker was saying free Philthy.
Yeah, like you got arrested
Like,
again.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, shit crazy.
Yeah, they want to put it in the paper. You think
Yeah.
they knew 5/9 day was coming?
I believe everything's orchestrated.
It was in the San Jose Mercury too.
Yeah.
Them the same niggas that got blood killed. That was talking about the dope.
Yeah.
Saying Oakland. What's his name? Gary Webb. Rest in peace, Gary Webb, man. Gary Webb said the feds was giving us dope in Oakland, man. That's the real snowfall nigga. They kidnapped that nigga. He gone.
God damn.
So that's probably the Asian bitch on the movie, on the show. But yeah, rest in peace, Gary Webb. But so with that guilty plea, how that feel though, Phil? Because like most people that aspire to be, especially independent rappers who aspire to be big, a lot of motherfuckers look at you, right? It's a few motherfuckers, you know, Dolph. You know, certain motherfuckers in the game, but they look at you as the epitome of independence. You know what I'm saying? It's like in your position, you could have chased down the deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like
The feds, it ain't really no deals with the feds.
Yeah.
It's all guidelines. And you know, I ain't really got like no hell of a badass track record. Hella like traffic tickets and shit like that. Dope case in 2006 and the pistol case in 2009. That's really the reason why they tripping. Like, you know, I just wasn't even supposed to be in the building.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because of having a pistol case. But I'm not knowing. I'm thinking it's Vegas. You know what I'm saying? It was a gun range. You know what I'm saying? So the gun range, they ran by the police. So, you know, I didn't know that I wasn't supposed to be in the building. So you feel me? If you're gonna slap me on the wrist for that or whatever, okay, cool. I wasn't buying no guns. You know what I'm saying? A friend had asked me, you know, to come with her to help her because you know it was pandemic. A lot of shit. People was breaking in houses. Her house ended up getting broken into with her niece in it, and she already had a ham license and everything. So she a girl though. So she be like, "Can you come with me?" So the first time I went with her, the nigga in there was acting weird. And I told her about it. And she was like, she was gonna ask him about the situation. I don't know if she did or didn't. Make a long story short, she asked me to go again. I ain't want to go. You You know what I'm saying? I ain't blaming her or nothing. I'm just
Right,
saying,
right, right.
I just peeped how
Your
it was.
gut,
Yeah, I peeped
yeah.
how it was. Because like even the day that they hit, I wasn't in the store. I was in the car. I stayed in the car. I didn't want to go in. So I'm sitting in the car. She go in and go pick up her shit. Mine, they already doing the investigation on this shit. They waiting for her to come. This the same day I just had bought my mama the house. I just gave the people the last $100,000 on the house, and then shot a video. Then she came grab me. Mine, if I'd have went with her before going there, they would have grabbed that money. You know what I'm saying? I had like 30 on me anyway that day. After they took that though. But so bam, I go sit in the car. She go in and get her shit. She come back to the car to get her credit card to buy her whatever she was buying. I don't know what the fuck she was buying. She was buying something. She was coming to get her credit card. It was in the middle of the console of the car. And when she came back to the car, they thought she was trying to leave. And they hit. So I'm sitting in the car. She's standing outside the car. I'm like, oh man, 5-0. You know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting in the car. They come to the door, tell me to get out the shit. They asking for my phones and shit. I'm like, you can't get my phones. They called. They got the warrant over the phone right there. Took my shit. And then they just like, they put me in another car with Intel. Start asking me crazy ass questions about what these guns for. We don't want you to buy these guns and give them to no 14, 15-year-old. We know you're a big influence. Where you from? What's up with all these dudes from Oakland talking about they coming to Vegas to do something to you? I'm like, man, I don't know what you talking about. They like, they start asking about Moneybag Yo, Fredo Bang, T Grizzly, NBA Young Boy, Pooh Shiesty. I'm like, man, I don't know them. I'm like, man, I don't know them niggas.
They want anybody.
I'm like, I don't know none of them niggas, man. They asked me about Tim. They're like, man, you and Tim still beefing? I'm like, man, we ain't beefing, man. I don't know what you talking about. They're like, man, y'all gonna drop some more music together? I'm like, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
This the feds?
No, Intel.
Damn.
It's like hip hop police or
Hip hop
something.
police, yeah.
They like, we don't. They telling me that we don't work with them. They like some undercover shit. Like they were like, we don't work with them. Like FBI and shit. We don't work with them. They was different. So when they took me from that car to another one, I'm like, man, I don't know nothing about nothing, man. Bam, go to the other one. So they whole thing was they was trying to find a gun. They didn't find a gun. So I'm sitting in the car. And I don't know who he is. A nigga. Like mine, this pandemic time, nigga got not body armor, but his whole body covered up, face to toe. I don't know who he is, but he know me. He like, yeah, man, you know, this ain't nothing, man. Just don't get in no more trouble. He like, we got in your business, man, after the robbery at your store. Start asking me about certain individuals. Do I fuck with them? Do I fuck with this and that? I'm like, man, I don't know. Then nigga start talking about, yeah, man, only reason why you ain't going to jail because you got a bad kidney. We don't want you to get COVID. I'm like, what? Like niggas listening to music and all type of shit. Was talking about all type of crazy shit. So it's January 2021. It's right before my birthday. It was like 9 days for my birthday. So man, like the day before my birthday, they hit the house after we leave.
That's the video everybody saw.
Yeah, so we leave. They let us go. They took all our phones, took my money, took pictures of my jewelry and shit. We leave, go to the house. 9 days later, they hit that motherfucker. Nothing. They came, search warrant for guns and ammunition. Don't find nothing. Bam. So then like 6 months later, they put but they left the paper, say seek to indict. They left the paper, say seek to indict on it. Like 6 months later, Miami, I'm in Miami. I'm got a warrant out for like 30 days. It's like it's called like an unexpected warrant or some shit like that.
Okay.
To where the lawyer didn't even know I had the warrant. They
Okay.
wanted to catch a nigga, you feel me, off guard. I go to Miami, I come back, I got a show in Detroit. I'm at the airport. They grabbed me at the airport on the way to Detroit. They took me to the county. Then then the feds came picked it up, grabbed me. Man, shit. I got had to do the little pre-trial thing, talk to the probation officers and all that shit. Like,
Because it's like you leave, for the people that don't understand, it's like once the feds, they basically OR you.
Yeah.
But you got to go through a process.
Yeah, so
Signature bond.
Signature bond,
that's
and they
signature
know
bond.
everything about you, right?
They know about my bank account, my cars, my
Yeah.
house, everything about a nigga. So I was in
It's like being on probation when you leave, right?
Yeah, so I was on. I'm in Pahrump for like 5 days. So bam, they transferred me over. I get released, but it was like on the weekend, so they couldn't bring me back until Monday. The time was up, so I'm in there actually a couple more days extra. Man, I get released. I just had to give them all the information like about myself and all that shit like that. I got to report every day. Still to this day. It's just 2 years ago. So I got to call every day, report every day. I got to
See if your number pop on the
my
thing.
to go piss. Got to send in my travel. I took my passport.
Damn.
All that shit. So, but the guilty plea came because basically, you know, they weren't really after her. They was after me. They gonna make it seem like whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Just me just being in the building. I could have been doing anything. They gonna say whatever nigga was doing. But
So the shit like when you oh, and another thing I want to clear that up before we get too far, because I just see this shit randomly on the internet with all kind of rappers that go to jail or public figures, right? And you just explain, you know what I'm saying, what it is. You just said, you called it the technical term, signature bond, right? But these niggas need to understand what that is, because they throw shit out there about niggas that they don't. I ain't even talking about your situation. I'm talking about other niggas. They be like, oh, he's snitching. How he out of jail? And
nigga,
it don't go like that.
I had a signature bond. I had to turn myself in with 7 years.
Come on, man.
it just be a lot of niggas, bro. Like even with the little shit that came out, niggas still, you could read it and see what it say. Niggas still say, oh, charges dropped on this case. Oh, how his charges dropped? He got to be snitching. Nigga, my charges not dropped.
Right,
It said
right.
that the bitch might be getting time served, and I'm facing time.
And let me tell y'all something. I told the niggas this a long time ago when T.I. went to jail for guns. The feds don't have no reason to protect no nigga like you.
Yeah.
Like, it ain't no benefit in that. Like, it just like, it's no benefit. Who you telling on?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You are a
And
nigga
nigga
that's-
been hearing that. And nigga, as soon as a nigga go to jail and do something or whatever, I don't even know if these niggas go to jail that be saying what they be saying to even know how this shit goes. But the whole thing is, oh, he doing this, he doing, nigga, why somebody ain't came out that got told on or the paperwork or nothing like that? Nigga just be talking,
It
bro.
ain't no hiding that, bro.
It ain't no-
that shit
nothing.
gonna come
You know
out.
what I'm
Like,
saying?
niggas take downward departures, all that shit. You
Nigga
gonna
be quick
see
to,
that shit somewhere.
nigga be quick to, you feel me? Put a nigga on blast or whatever situation may be. But
And in the meantime, if y'all niggas so thorough, stop protecting niggas you think need to be protected and you know they a rat. Like, stop that shit, because it's most niggas that yell that shit out is somebody from their hood, it's somebody
it's somebody
it's
from
their
area,
cousin.
somebody from
You
area
know what I
hood
mean?
done
Come
told.
on,
You
man.
feel me? Everybody ain't solid everywhere.
So we gotta take care of our own neighborhoods first before we go out. Just, you know what I'm saying. And I know for a fact, I'm from 85th. There's probably a rat standing on that motherfucker right now.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I ain't. You know what I'm saying?
It's a whole bunch of rats.
A whole bunch of them. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you did get out and like, what's that like? Changing your whole lifestyle, because shit changed.
I gotta
immediately.
stay away from all type of shit. I can't be around no guns. You know what I'm saying? They really like, I really kind of like really just want to fall back from the rap. Like that shit really made me want to feel like that, because like I can't be around no guns, like no security, no nothing.
That's
and,
wild.
And a nigga like explaining it to me, the dude that was like covered up and shit. I'm like, I can't go in the gun store. He like, man, you got a gun case in California. California and New York is the strictest laws. Like, you can't be around no guns at all. I'm like, even if the bitch got a license, man, you can't be around no guns at all.
Now explain again. So this, because I'm trying to make sure people understand, because niggas out here got straps, they do hella shit all the time. They might be thinking they riding with somebody, it ain't on me, or this motherfucker got a legal gun. Because even me being in the game hella long, I understand the ex-felon with a firearm when they pull it up off of you, right?
Yeah.
But I don't understand when you not on probation.
Man,
How the fuck do what I got
they just
matter
talking
about
about,
what?
they talking about California laws.
They say it's accessible. They say if I'm with you,
If I'm with the
with
broad and
you,
she got it on, I could take it
I
from
can
her.
take it from her. I can tell her, give it here. You feel me?
Mind you, I'm not even knowing this. I'm
You can sleep
thinking
in the
that I
house
was
and that
good.
motherfucker ain't locked up.
Like I said, she had
It
strap
ain't
in
locked up in the house.
license.
You can go to jail for that shit.
You get what I'm
She didn't get her gun license with you. She had
Yeah,
it.
she had this shit already.
Yeah.
So mind you, she trading in the gun, getting another gun. She trading in a gun. I think she got whatever else she was getting. She was getting a few guns. But like I said, her house had got broken into, and her niece was in there. Just so happened when her niece started screaming and hollering whenever the person left.
Right. Right.
Didn't do nothing to her type shit. So she like, I need to beef up my security at the crib. She only had one little handgun, you know, so whatever she was getting, whatever. So they like, man, you can't even be in the store. The whole thing is what they wanted her to get the guns and drive off with them, and me be in the car, or her bring them to me. They was going to either follow her to me, or they wanted me to be in possession of them. Then I would have went to jail.
So because of that, did any charges change? Because it seemed like you was more charged with like how Kodak Black got charged.
I got charged with conspiracy to make a false statement. And she got charged with aiding and abetting a felon.
But you don't have a gun
I
case.
don't got a possession of a firearm.
Oh, shit.
So if she would have put
If she
them
would've
guns
gotten
in
that
the
car-
I would have possession.
So they was hella mad anyway.
Yeah,
that she
because they
get
jumped
in
the
the
gun.
car. Right.
Because she going to the car to get her card, and they thought she was leaving. So their whole plan was for her to put the guns in the car and drive off. Then she wouldn't have been in the wrong.
Right.
Because she got licensed to buy the guns. But once I got the gun, or been around the guns, and I would have been in the wrong.
So yeah, Gavin Newsom, you done changed a lot of shit for us, man. We got to change that, because if I decide that I want to be a legal gun owner, and even if I want this man, even if he want to protect himself, after you make you caught your pistol case under 25.
Yeah. 2009, yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? This law's for being under 25, right? I'm just saying this was so long ago, you've been a victim, you've been shot, all of this shit. They say, okay, Phil, you can't carry a gun no more. Okay, cool. But how do you control somebody that's legally able to possess a gun? You shouldn't have to go to jail. And if you saying federal, why do California and New York matter on a federal law?
It was crazy because the gun store federal.
Okay.
The gun store federal.
But your pass is from California, so I'm saying your California pass is hunting you for something that's actually
No, not even just that, bro. So look, mind you, so I had a spot in Henderson in Vegas. So when I moved out the spot and moved somewhere else, that shit come up. So that shit, like all that shit hunting nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? They might not even want to fuck with a niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Because of that shit or whatever. I was about to get this how I knew I had a warrant. I was about to get a condo. And the people at the thing called back, the realtor called back, like, man, you got a warrant. I'm like, I got a warrant for what? And it was like, oh, you got a warrant, like all that shit, like. That shit follow a nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's fucked up. Like,
Realtor called back.
yeah, man. You know what I mean? And as successful as you be, they find a way to take your
shit be popping up.
your access.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And the people see it, so they like, man, we don't want this nigga that got a Fed case here, fighting a Fed case, a gun charge, to him to be here. You know what I'm saying? So,
and I just wanna take this time out too, brother. Like, teach a lesson too, because something that I want to highlight you saying is that you getting threats and false threats or fake threats, or they could be real. You know what I'm saying? But the police is watching this shit, right? And this for people on both sides. When we putting this shit in this music, when we talking in these Instagrams and on these phones and in these, like, they watching, bro.
yeah, that's why I ain't even dropped my album in so long. The lawyer keep telling me to push it back because they could try to use lyrics or music or videos towards that. So they don't want me to be around nothing. They just want me to live my everyday life, just chill, sit back, stay away from whatever, because it really ain't too much, but they'd love to catch me out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? To make it worse. So that's what they doing. A lot of rappers, man. They sitting back, they watching these videos, they watching us argue with niggas on the internet, they watching what niggas posting. You get what I'm saying? They using all that. They got people that sit there and do that all day and watch that shit. Nigga, they know about me arguing with who and me beefing with who and all this shit.
Now think about that they ain't. Think about a nigga that they ain't on.
Yeah.
And then he get on the internet trying to argue with you about some bullshit.
Yeah.
They like, oh, what's up with bro? What he be doing?
Yeah.
He said he
Nigga
said
in his
he'll do
business.
this. You know what I'm saying? What he got? How you gonna do it? You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
buy the youngsters. Like, I tell my niggas, my artists, whoever, like, bro, like, leave that shit off the internet, bro. Leave that shit in the street. If you're gonna do something when you're gonna do it, but keep that shit off the net. And I'm not saying I'm perfect. I ain't said I ain't never did it. You get what I'm saying? But learn from my mistakes.
Yeah.
Don't be liking to be better than me. You know what I'm saying? So
For
at
sure.
the same time, like even with the label, like, they got that shit in there too. My PSIs, a gang and all type of shit.
FOD?
Yeah, that should say FOD, Funk or Die.
All I know is I passed by seminary and that should say follow our dreams. I don't know what they
it
talking
say
about.
that too after that.
You know what I'm saying?
It say FOD, Funk or Die. It said the label, the gang that he promotes.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and then it says follow our dream. You know what I'm saying?
Also known as.
So it's like all that shit follow you, bro.